But there was some politician last month, I can't remember who it was,
Yes, sir.
who had said that the federal government should pay what they were owing Chief Abiola.
Right. This money
was
this
that being owed?
Oh, absolutely. We knew that. So if you remember, I think if you go back to the IBB speech that annulled the election, he was one of the reasons they supposedly annulled that election is because he was a contractor to government, and they were owing him money. Yes, it was in that speech. He said that in that speech. So it's common knowledge that he's doing owed money. And sorry, sir.
Yes.
1 second. That money has started being accumulating from the Obasanjo days.
Okay, in yesterday's values, how much are we looking at? Way back in yesterday's money. Then
at that point in time, we're looking at over $200 million. No, I'm not talking about interest on interest now.
Yes, just
at least more than that.
$200 million.
So it's and that's money's done. You see, one thing about my dad will say that always keep your own end of the deal, because if things change, they can't just write you up because you didn't go through proper due diligence. At best, you'll be part of the solution. So if they're given a contract like in the ITT days for the digital exchange,
yes,
last minute you decided to award the truncating of the thing to another company, the buildings to another company, but we went ahead and imported all the equipment and waited for them to do what they should do. But what's that as a turnkey project was split just to stop the man. So it's this, like I said, this money started from the Obasanjo days. It didn't just start overnight.
Is there any chance of you getting any part of the money? Are there any efforts being made? You have your dad's ally in government now, and I'm hoping that will help.
Well, I hope so.
Have you made any approach to him?
I haven't, but
2 years is gone.
It's gone.
You might have just 2 years more.
Well, we'll see how that works out, sir. But quite honestly, we'll see how it works out.
Have you written off the money? It's been quite a while, though.
It's been a long while.
Have you written off because if you talk of $200 million of yesterday's money, or more, hey, if that body, but you have a brother who's been going all over town attacking you as if some money had been given to you,
Yeah, you know how it works. The bigger the head, the bigger the headache. I am the fourth son.
How many siblings do you have?
We're quite a number. Yeah.
Okay, so Yoruba is that we don't count the children.
My father even said that himself. So he said that himself. So we're quite a number.
We're quite a number. But do you have regular family meetings in which decisions are made?
It's difficult to do that because we're all over the place.
Yeah.
But
you don't belong to like a WhatsApp group where you can discuss things?
Unfortunately, we don't. I blame myself partially for that. But
why is it difficult to? I know. I mean, I'm just asking the question. It's not as if I don't. Where you have different mothers and so on and so forth, all kinds of things.
There's a lot of intricacies there because number one, you have to have passed a DNA test to even qualify. So,
but they say they can recognize some by their ears.
No,
if you take off your headphones, their noses. I mean, I can tell you this for free. I remember way back then, I went to some house in Maryland, and I saw these two boys. They'll be grown now. I was so uncomfortable that these kids look like, and until she's late now. The person who I went there with pulled me aside. I said, your dad has a set of twins, right? 2 boys.
2 boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They lived that time in Onibombo. They look so much like him, the ears, and like take off your headphones and let's see the So it's been difficult for you to coordinate all these because the impression being given, especially by your brother who's making the rounds in I think his name is Jami or so.
The few of them.
Yes, the impression is that you are sitting on a whole lot of money.
So, and also you must understand the psyche is very different. We helped create that value.
Yes.
We helped to create that value. We've been creating value when he was in his diapers, basically. And we helped build that value. The sentiment we attach to it is totally different from theirs.
Yeah.
From his.
From his.
So it's not a case of just, I mean, there's so many things they've done, properties they've sold, forged my signature, my brothers, my dad, my this. But the core assets we still protect. Why? Because MKO should be known for a lot more than just philanthropy or being a good guy.
Yeah.
This man, like you said earlier on, it created a lot of value.
Yeah.
Like, we were the largest single private sector employer in Nigeria.
At that time, yes.
We were in every local government in this country, basically, through Community Concord and the oil and gas or farming or directly even through LCN. The whole, we were ITT, we were everywhere. So that has to be sustained somewhat. Now, the government of the day had made it near impossible, or the governments of the past,
yes,
made it near impossible to operate, and that has eroded the equity and the values.
Yeah.
But we honestly do believe things will turn around, and those assets would be of use.
Are some of the physical assets still in place? Like the bakery, the Concord.
Okay, they went ahead and stormed the place, sold off equipment, and
you're kidding? So all those buildings are gone. What about Jibo, the ITT? That's a symbolic one.
No, that was a rental.
It was a rental.
Yes, sir, back then. That was a rental back then.
Okay, because the house was, and your dad never made an attempt to buy it.
I'm not sure. It never crossed.
Because it was.
He's never want to have too many assets as such. He will tell you, I can only sleep in one house. People try to build houses or buy houses.
He had many bedrooms. He had many bedrooms. He had many bedrooms.